Hi, I'm Ann Smith. I'm the music director here at Bower Hill, and I am excited to show you our Allen organ that was installed about 5 years ago. So here you can see that I have 4 keyboards on which to play and only 2 hands. So that at times means that my hands actually will cross and get twisted up in a pretzel-like contortion. Each keyboard has its own set of stops, which are these. These are like controllers for the sound. So the choir is the lowest keyboard, and it is controlled here. And I can put the sound in the front or in the back. Here is the grate, and this is kind of the meat and potatoes of the organ. This is what I play when you're hearing hymns. It is the strongest and typically where the majority of congregational singing plays. So there we have kind of thicker, more sturdy sounding. The swell is up here, and it has lots of really beautiful, soft string sounds and soft wind sounds, so flutes and strings. The solo is the top keyboard, and it's very fun. It's what I play if you hear a solo line. For example, I just used it this past Sunday to play something like that in the hymns, and it can be very effective from the back as well. So those are the 4 keyboards for the hands. Now I'm going to show you the keyboard for the feet. One of the coolest things about the organ is that we get to use all 4 appendages to play. The feet play a larger keyboard called the pedal board. The pedal board of the organ is very similar to the keyboards that the hands use, in that it's laid out in the same scale pattern. You can see there are darker keys that are more forward facing, and then the longer keys, these guys, are analogous to the white keys of the keyboard. My shoes are specialized shoes for playing organ. They have an elevated but flat heel that is covered in suede, so that it allows me to quickly slide my foot from note to note. So you don't hear a tremendous clicking, and I'm also not missing the diameter of the pedal by having too narrow of a heel. I can play 2 notes at once. And this is what gives some hymns the rib vibrating growl that comes with often the last verse of a hymn or with the postludes. But it can be very, very strong, and it gives the foundation to the hymns. There are a lot of stops on this organ, so we don't have to pull every single stop out between every single verse. We have combinations, and this is a computer system that is included and integrated into the instrument itself. So I have different levels that I can go to. I have 20 levels, and then I have general pistons that will change all of these all at once. And so if you listen, you can probably hear a click, and you may hear that in a particularly quiet moment, hopefully not, in worship. And that brings on the whole set of sounds that I'll be using. We are very fortunate to have an integrated computer system with this instrument that contains samples from several different worldwide organs. There is a Cavaillon from Saint-Sulpice in France. There's a Schlicker. There is the actual organ that Bach played that was disassembled during World War II and hidden in the church basement or crypt. Crypt would be a better story. And then reassembled after the war. So Alan flew people to Germany to find this organ, and they played every single note on it and took audio samples from different positions in the church, and that is where we get our sound for the organ. It has come incredibly far in the last 20 to 30 years, technologically speaking. Now you're starting to see completely legitimate Juilliard-trained organists traveling around with their amazing traveling organs that they unfold and they can play everywhere. So the technology is an exciting element of what we have. And after worship, anybody is welcome to come up and take a peek at the organ and try your hand at it. So I hope to see you on Sunday.